My parents told me I'd fail if I left their cult. Now they're asking me for help. I grew up in a super strict religious cult. It was the kind of place where everything was controlled. What you wore, who you talked to, how you thought. Questioning anything was basically a sin, and leaving? That was the ultimate betrayal. For most of my life, I followed the rules. I didn't know anything else. But around 17 or 18, I started getting curious. I'd sneak onto the internet, read books I wasn't supposed to, and realize just how much I was missing. The world wasn't evil like they told us. It was full of opportunities, freedom, and people who didn't live in constant fear. Eventually, I couldn't ignore it anymore. I told my parents I wanted out, and they lost it. My dad's words still echo in my head. You're making the worst mistake of your life. You're gonna fail out there, and when you do, don't expect us to be here waiting. They shunned me completely, and just like that, I was on my own. I had no money, no support, and no clue how to survive in the real world. Those first few years were brutal. I worked crappy jobs, sometimes multiple at a time, just to get by. I was constantly exhausted, broke, and questioning if I'd made a huge mistake. But every time I thought about going back, I reminded myself of the life I wanted, and the one they'd never let me have.